Row. I'm alongside with my good friend Kevin Davis. Kev, how are you, buddy?
What's going on, bro? I'm doing great.
Good, good. I know the Pirates got a nice opening day win for you boys over there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
dude, it was great. Oh, loved it.
the kid came up, made an instant impression, so that's a great
Hmm.
sign. And
Yeah,
we'll talk more about that game in a second. But why don't you talk to our people about our sponsor?
yeah. So this episode of Dollar Bets is brought to you by Strong Coffee Company. Um, all right, we got to talk about Coffee Company because mornings can be brutal, especially if you stay up until 1 a.m. watching games or talking yourself into bets you definitely didn't need to make. You wake up the next morning feeling like you got hit by a truck. That's where Strong Coffee Company comes in. This stuff is legit. It's real coffee packed with protein and clean ingredients, so you actually get energy that lasts without drinking something that tastes like melted candy. It's basically coffee that you actually does something for you. Perfect for early mornings, long work days, gym sessions, or trying to function after a late night sweating bets. And because they rock with dollar bets, you get 20% off. Use promo code dollar bets at checkout and start your day strong.
Or Ray just struck the guy out, so that's good for you.
Oh, yes. On Rays. If anybody wants to take Rays money line, feel free. I have
Yeah,
them at the
I got
beginning
I
of the
took
game.
him live with you for half a unit. So
Yep.
I mean, good day so far for us for betting wise for baseball.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That 2+ hit run RBI parlay was looking great until like the one guy on the Pirates that just couldn't get anything going today was Reynolds. Go figure.
Right, the one of the better guys.
Yeah,
Um,
he got a run in, but then that was it. So
those are always the worst because like they probably walk twice a game and then they score one run. And then the worst is when he gets walked a second time, he gets a second with like
yeah,
less than 2 outs, and it's just like, dude, come on, somebody bring
it's
him in.
with those. It's like you kind of hope that they get the hit out of the way. Um, and then it's like, okay, if he gets on, it's whatever. But if you can get I got Xavier Edwards with a leadoff home run that hit it right there. That was three right then and there.
Yeah.
But I only needed two, so it's good when you can get a home run right off the bat.
No, definitely. Those are always like the best because it's over with, and you don't even have to worry about it, and you're just like, all right, let's move on to the next one. So whenever you get anything in the first at bat of the game, it
Yeah,
makes everything so much easier. Um, I was able to hit those strikeout parlays. I didn't get the third one, which was
ten.
would have been even better. Yeah, the 10, but I'll take 9 and 9 all day. I mean,
I didn't
um,
see it. If I saw it with you, I would have rode with you. I was already on Nola at 7+.
yeah.
That was one of my bets I gave up this morning. If I saw that, I would have rode
Mhm.
it. I went to the driving range earlier today, so I didn't even see it.
So I was looking at it last night because obviously I've been putting out plays last night, and we may have something for you guys later on that we talk about. But I was looking at it last night, and I got on Mackenzie Gore, and that hit. But I was also on Nola as well with you, but his 5.5. I just wanted to take his normal prop, so it was 5.5, but it was like minus 160. I'm like, it's not even worth it at that point, which you've known because you took him
Yeah,
at 7+. So I was waiting for it to come down. I was hoping it came down, it just never did. So I was very upset about that. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put them in a parlay together because if I'm able to get, just I was hoping just for 8 for Noah just to cash the first one. We make some money and then we move on. But then Gore started off strong and then Noah started off strong. And I'm like sitting there at work. I'm like, this has the chance to hit both of them. And
yeah.
honestly, if they would have pushed Gore, which I don't understand why they didn't after 88 pitches, this is the guy you
I think
traded.
it's just because they were losing.
Yeah, but you traded a bunch of prospects for this guy only for him to not be like you got to push them a little bit. And I understand it's the beginning of the year,
Mm.
so they're not going to do that. We've talked about that multiple times.
If
And
this was June, your 10+ would have been looking pretty.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely, because he would
Hmm.
at least got one more inning, and he gets maybe some slapdick hitter coming up the bat and just strikes him out real quick. But still, I'm not going to complain about a plus 2400 parlay hit and a plus 900 parlay hit, and
No,
then
walk to the bank with that.
exactly. So, two out of the four straights. Well, really, two out of the five. That Tampa first five we should have hit, but that got kind of screwed. there at the
Yeah.
end with the bad defense in the fourth, but there was a push, so no losing there, so that's nice. I'd rather take a push than a loss any day. And then Gore was the easy hit. Merrill he had a couple balls that were kind of just right at the first baseman, like kind of like rolled it over. And I was hoping that like one of them just squeaked through so that he can get. And he had good career numbers against Sonny Gray, so that's why I was all on top of that. And then we got Julio and Joe Adele later on for me. So Adele has like crazy numbers against. I forgot who's pitching, but he's like 5 for 10 against him with like 3 home runs. It's a sick number. Yeah, it's the only reason why I was on top of it.
I have this, and then I have the over in the Mets game tonight. So I'll be sweating out my bet at 1:00 in the morning, like I just read in my ad read.
Well, let's hope that. Let's hope the Mets offense gets going, but we know that's not going to fucking happen. So, might as well lead right into it as I just ran.
Good segue into that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just punched my desk and that just made the craziest sound. So that's going to be nice. Perfect timing. So there's going to be good and bad here. I'm going to start with the bad because I feel like starting with the good is always BS. Start with the bad first. The offense can't hit for shit right now. It can't hit a lick. You got fucking the lineup changing every single damn night. And
I was going to ask you that. I don't understand that.
I preach to you all these years, Kev, how much a consistent lineup changes a team instead of changing it the way that they do. And it annoys me. An
inconsistent lineup.
Yeah, an inconsistent lineup, kills everything. So I just don't understand. I'm going to put it out there. Mendoza's not a good manager. He's not a good manager. And I might be a little bit harsh, but there's nothing this guy does that's like, you know what? That's a smart damn move by Mendoza. That, got him into this area, got him into this situation. And there's nothing there that really kind of just says like, oh, wow, like, if because of him, this team is winning games. They have so much talent in the world. And before everyone talks about like, well, they let go of Nimmo, look at Nimmo. They let go of Alonso, look at Alonso. Look at McNeil, guys, it's a week into the season. We've been down this road millions of times as Met fans. Nimmo, Alonso, McNeil, all these guys always start off hot. And then by the middle of the year, they go slow it down. Maybe not so much Alonso, but Nimmo's going to break down. Nimmo's having a great start. I'm not going to knock Nimmo for it, but we'll watch when that happens, because when his neck starts to hurt, because he usually goes through that string where he can't play for like a week. And McNeil, when he's throwing his bat because he's swinging and missing every four minutes, it's going to be annoying. But back to the actual point here is that the New York Mets need to understand, Mendoza and the offense, the approach to everything is annoying. And as somebody who, I'm not a great baseball player by any means, but when I'm sitting there and I know what pitch is coming before that and they don't know, that's what's annoying the shit out of me. These are all veteran type hitters. The only kid there, kids, I guess, is Benj. Alvarez, you can't really call him a kid anymore because this is like his fourth year. And, Vientos, same way, and Beatty. Benj is the only kid. But Lindor, Soto's been unbelievable all year, so I'm not even going to, knock him. But Bichette, he's got to get going. Polanco has hit the ball hard. He's been very unlucky, so I'll give him a little bit pass. But Simeon has been trash. Tyrone Taylor, Bench hasn't been good either. Bench looks overmatched. But it's just what really is bothering me outside of the offense is the fucking laziness that I'm seeing.
Bro, Lindor, at the top right now is fucking that shit the other night that I saw where he was like a routine grounder to the shortstop. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Turn 2. And he's steps on second. He's thinking it's 3 outs.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? And then he gets picked off and he's just standing there. Like, oh, okay.
So I was watching on my iPad at work, and I was like, the ground ball right to him. I was like, nice, perfect. And then I just see him walk. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm at work focusing on work, and I know how many outs there are. Are you kidding me? I love Lindor. You know I love Lindor. I am the biggest Lindor defender there can be. But it's right now, I'm at to the point where I'm like, dude, I'm going to slap the shit at you because I don't know what happened to you or what's going on with you because I know that you didn't have a real spring training. But having a real spring training does not negate not knowing how many outs there are and not getting picked off. You want to be a tick slow? Understandable. You only had a week of spring training. I get it. Tick slow, you back slow, you're trying to get in the groove, and he's a notorious slow starter. Get it, 100%. Those kind of mistakes, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it's like you're kind of lucky right now that you guys are sitting at 3-3 because you had an off game with Paul Skeens, who easily could have dominated, and you guys came back from behind and won that game in extra innings against the Pirates, where you could have easily lost that game, sat at 0-3, and then you're going into this Giant series. Like, if you look at every metric, right now the Mets are in comparison with the Athletics, with like everything with hitting wise, runs, hits, average, batting average, team batting average. When you're in comparison or you're near the A's, it's a problem, especially we're a team that was second, third overall on winning the league, like the National League, that is.
Yeah,
And it's like coming out the gates. It's like, I get it. It's slow. We're only in the first two series. Let's take a step back. Shit can change. It's very early, but like if it starts getting like this, and it's like the middle of May, and like okay, it's still early, middle of June, it's like, bro, what is going on? Because this is almost like that one year where it was the was it Grimace, where like they had like that awful start, and then Grimace came, and then all of a sudden the team took off. Like, what do we need to find Grimace again?
So this is where I come back to as a Met fan, because I'm not gonna lie, those seasons where you're just it's not expected and they do an amazing job, and they do it. Those are years of special, but I'm absolutely tired of those special years because I love them. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about them. But can I get through a year when they're dominant from beginning to end? And just a year like I want to beat the shit out of everybody, win 97 games, and go win the division and go to the playoffs. That's why I love the 2022 team, and I understand how it ended. Don't get me wrong, it was awful. But you win 101 games and you don't win your division. The Atlanta Braves that year were just motherfuckers. Like, it didn't matter.
Yep.
And
well, that was
for some reason they just shriveled up.
Well, that was like my favorite team of all time that I watched with you was that 2013 Pirates team. They won 94 games. They didn't win the division because the Cardinals were just the Cardinals. But like those are teams where you're sitting there going, wow, this is something special, and it gets you going. Like when you don't have any expectations and the team like exceeds all of it, that's when you love that season. That's when you love that team. But like when you're coming into the season as the Mets and you're full of all these expectations, you have Soto, you have Lindor, you have all of the pieces. You're projected to be second in the league. You're projected to be first in your division to win and going away convincingly. And then you start off like this where you got players that aren't happy. They're lazy. The lineup is so inconsistent. The manager doesn't know what he's talking about during these press conferences half the time. Just do what you do now. Cut your losses. And I'm not saying to get rid of Mendoza, but something needs to change. Like, have a players-only meeting. I don't know. Like, something needs to change.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Like, look, at the end of the day,
it's still early.
The good side of it. Exactly. We're literally still early week into the season.
We're not in August. We're not after the All-Star
break. We're not
break.
Even in fucking July.
No, like, but that's what I mean.
Yeah, they got to understand something. First of all, if by the end of May they're 10 games out of first, 8 games out of first, 8 games under 500, 7 games out of, he's gonna get fired. As he should be. He should be. He should. Mm-hmm. You can't have all this talent and just the lineup every day kills me because it's Lindor, Soto, Bichette, 1, 2, 3. Fine. Bichette's gonna get going. Lindor's gonna get going. Soto's already going. I'm not worried about him. Luis Robert has been good, but you flip-flop. Marcus Semien can't hit anything. Bat him ninth. Stop batting Alvarez ninth. Stop.
Yeah,
This
I
kid's not
don't
going
get
to
that at
grow
all.
into anything until
No.
he should not be batting ninth. He has too much power. Is too much Benj and Simeon hitting above him. Come on, dude. Like, let's move the fuck on here, okay? This lineup on opening day, and I know it was an off day by Skeens, but that opening day, exactly what they did as an offense is what they are planning to do. So
Yeah.
those kind of teams on offense, when they're cold, they're cold. They're legitimately ice cold. But there's going to be a time where the Mets are legitimately the hottest offense of baseball. They did it last year in the middle of August, where for 3 weeks straight they scored 9+ runs. Their literally average run was 9, but their pitching was
But
so
was
bad that they lost more games than they should have.
Was that also a factor because they had Pete Alonso, and now that they don't, like, is that going to go from 9 to 6?
Well,
Like,
to be honest with you, bro, Pete wasn't that great during that stretch. I looked at the
okay,
numbers.
that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I don't know if he was that much of a factor into those 9 runs or not, because from, like playing Monday morning
That's when
quarterback
Soto
here,
really took off.
it's like you guys got rid of a bona fide first base player, captain, Mr. Met, for a guy that's never played first ever. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh shit, maybe we should have kept this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like they didn't have the money to give him.
Yeah, that's the whole thing that like annoys me, is because
they're not cheap.
You can't justify not giving this guy money when he plays every single day. He's a 40 and 100 RBIs every year.
That's like getting rid of Judge. It's like getting rid of Judge.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but to that point, yes, I get what you're saying.
To the caliber of that player, of that team, it's like getting rid of Judge.
2024 Mets, as much fun as it was, I tell you right now, that was not supposed to happen. If 2024 does not happen the way it does, Pete's not on the Mets last year. He's getting a rid of it. And I'm telling you right now, and everything that they put in the beginning of the year, if they could have found one team to take Lindor's contract, but also make the team better, he would have been gone too this offseason.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's not because Lindor is bad, because he's far from bad. He's arguably the best shortstop in baseball. But he's not a Stearns guy. Stearns was not the one that signed him.
No.
Or traded for him. It was a great trade. Whoever says it's not a great trade, you're just a bunch of fucking idiots. And there's a lot of Lindorks out there, as we all like to call them, that like to say all that shit. But this guy he's brought us to playoffs twice, which is probably more than a lot of these other guys that there have. All right, so let's calm down there. David Wright didn't even do it until fucking 10 years later after 2006. So I loved it. But David Wright was amazing. And he never had any help after, 2008, 2009. So it was always him. But at the end of the day, like, the promotions that they brought in early, if you go look at it, Kev, right now, from March until July, there's not one Lindor thing on there. There's not one Lindor promotion.
No bobblehead, nothing?
No bobblehead, no nothing. Now, granted, they've done a bunch of bobbleheads with him, so really how much more can you do? But Soto bobblehead. They have a Marcus Simeon night. They have a fucking
Simeon night?
80 something. Yeah, exactly. So this is my point. Like, something was potentially brewing in the offseason. And this goes to the fighting between, there's no fighting, but how Soto and Lindor don't like each other. It's a legitimate thing. People want to, the news will push it more than it needs to be. But there's definitely something between them that they just, they're professionals, so they just go about their business. But they're two different people. Lindor is legitimately a flashy fashion guy who will talk about his wife, his family, his kids, all that shit. And you have Juan Soto who just wants to play baseball. So his star power is more than Lindor's. And if I'm honest, I wouldn't be shocked if Lindor got a little bit of a, upset about the fact that his star power overtakes him, because after 2024, before they signed Soto, that was Lindor's team. He's the one
But
that led him to the playoffs. He came second in the MVP voting. Grand slam against Estevez in the Phillies. You know, and I understand Pete hit the home run, but Lindor doesn't hit the home run in Atlanta. This never happens.
I just still find it crazy that the Yankees just couldn't find a way to sign Soto back. That will still be one of the biggest what were you doing, Hank? Like, the guy literally brings you to the World Series and you're like, nah. Like, okay. Like, bro, like, you literally had a lineup where, granted, Stanton hasn't been Stanton of old, but he's looking good to start this year off. But, bro, you had Judge, Stanton, and Soto back to back to back. Like, are you kidding? Like, bro, what are you doing? And then you're just like, yeah, no, we're just going to let him walk, and he'll go to the Mets. And then, but now it's almost like I'm shocked that I haven't heard them say, like, as a Met fans, like, wanting Soto out of here. Because, you bring in Soto, and now all of a sudden the team blows up. Pete's gone. Lindor's playing like crap. The manager sucks. Oh, it's Soto's fault. Because that's what I've heard too. Because we live in New York, and New York media runs everything. So you hear all of these losers from Flushing and Long Island and Bronx and Brooklyn and whatever that just don't know anything about baseball. And they're like, this guy's a cancer. Get him out of the team. Like, bro, like, are you even watching?
Dude, it's the biggest blown bullshit in the world because Pete's gone, McNeil's gone, Nimmo's gone. Really? Because I could throw it right back in your face because they didn't win shit.
No. No. You needed to bring in that key guy.
Yeah.
And he was that key guy. It just sucks that you couldn't keep to those other guys.
Yeah. Juan Soto has won a World Series when he was 19 years old.
Yep.
Against the big bad Astros. Kicked their ass in the whole postseason.
And he did it without Bryce Harper because Bryce Harper left before that.
And Bryce left. Yes, and Bryce left.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was which crazy, by the way, how you can't keep him and then also didn't understand that. But
I know.
And then he goes to the Padres. First year was a little wonky, but they were in the playoffs every single year. He goes to the Yankees. He brings them to a World Series, and he brought them to the World Series. Nobody else. He brought them to the World Series because they didn't touch the World Series before he got there. Brings them there. You see the difference, and I know you were saying about how with the Byron Buxton just got hit on the hand, so then he just left the game. That dude was always hurt.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, but back to how they tried their best, I think, to get him back because the Mets and the Yankees were the only two bidders. But this whole notion that if Soto left for like $20 million more. Bullshit. It's bullshit. He went to the Mets. The Mets promised him more things than the Yankees did. I don't care if it's $20 million. Don't give me this bullshit. Like, $30 million is a big difference. Bro is going to sign for $800 million. This is not 100 to 200 type thing. $800 million. It did not fucking matter.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of shit going on with the Yankees that they don't want to talk about, but we'll talk about that another day. But, the Yankees, to them, hot start for them, but this is kind of what they've been doing for the last 3 years. The April Yankees are a great team. Honestly, they bash, they pitch, everything, and they've done it every year for the last 3 years or 4 years. I could say. I think what was it? God, I forgot what year it is. It may have been last year where they scored like 25 runs against Milwaukee that opening weekend.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like combined, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, nothing's really changed. It's the same team. But you're going to tell me all these guys got better? Like, no, it's the same.
It's like what I was talking to you about before, where it's like they're 6-1. They're really hot right now. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of scary that Judge is 3 of 24 with 2 home runs. And they're 6-1, and they're looking like when this guy eventually just starts playing like the MVP that he is, it's like, all right, maybe they can be back to where they were, but it's like, all right, they're going to be that, mid 90, low 100 win team that are going to roll the Central Division in the playoffs and either get stiffed by the Astros, the Mariners, it's the same thing. They're not making any adjustments to what they need. Like, it's almost like they're complacent with, all right, well, we're the Yankees. Like, what's your argument? We're the Yankees.
Mhm.
We're better than you because we're the Yankees. That's why. We have
That's
Judge.
gone. That's gone.
We're the Yankees. Well, yeah, it's been gone. Hasn't been there since 97. Okay. So it's just right now, it's almost like when you do parlays or when you do like those weird future bets that I usually do, you're a fool not to pick the Yankees to come out of the American League. You're a fool. You might as well just do a parlay where you're like, all right, Michigan to win the national championship, Yankees to come out of the East, and then you press your luck for NBA and NHL. You try to find a winner that comes out of the East for the NHL, or like the
or the Western Conference, or like the
Don't even look at the Western. Try to
Yeah.
find one in the East. The West is going to be Colorado, so try to find one with the East, and the same thing with NBA. Thunder probably, even though I do like the Spurs, but
I do too. I just think that Thunder are just better than them. I think Spurs may be a year too early, kind of shit.
maybe they need another piece.
They're still one of the.
We'll get into that.
There.
We'll get into that next,
Jesus,
like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Jesus
we care about
Christ,
basketball.
what are we doing?
Yeah. The
might
good
turn
thing
this
is that
on.
that ball didn't. The good thing is that ball didn't go through. So that's I don't know why he laid that shit. Caminero.
That's what O'Neal Cruz did in the outfield.
Ah, jeez.
And as we get into that, let me just talk about the Pirates for a minute. O'Neal Cruz, kid is a stud. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. When he was a shortstop, he was amazing. He was great. He played baseball, you know, how he liked to play baseball. They moved him to Shelton last year, moved him to the outfield for whatever reason, because he was fast. He can cover more ground. I don't know why. He needs to get out of the outfield immediately. If you watched him in the first game against the Mets, he was a disaster. If you watched him today, like I did, he was a disaster. He almost collided into the right fielder, even though he's not. He's calling for a ball that's not even his. He does an Ole play on another fly ball that's out in left center where he easily could have made it, because if you're going to give me this, well, he's got speed to cover every part of the outfield, he should have made this play. The guy, though, just looks lifeless. He's leading off. He's striking out. He's grounding out. He's on the bases. He doesn't care. Like he got thrown out trying to steal second. I'm like, this guy should not get thrown out anytime, ever.
It's affecting him a little bit.
He needs to just
his ability.
Maybe kick Marcell Ozuna off the team with his .46
Put him in jail
batting
where he
average.
belongs.
.46 batting average. Get him off the team because he's garbage. Do what you said. Move O'Neal Cruz to DH and throw in Mangum out in center field. The kid, he's in his second
Jake
year.
Mangum. He's a good defender, and put him in batting ninth. That's it.
He's a national champion. He played for Mississippi State. Just put him out there. I watched that team too. That team was amazing. He was on the Bobby Witt team. It was amazing. Something just needs to change. Don Kelly, I know he's in his first year. He's a part of like that Shelton regime, so maybe he's like keeping some of what Shelton was doing, but it's like, bro, you're your own manager. Like start making your tweaks. This is your team now. You got a kid. You have a bona fide superstar in Connor Griffin that came up today who looked amazing. You need to start building around this kid. Like, yeah, he's in the 7 spot. Don't get used to it. He's going to take one of these guys' spots up, and he should be taking Marcell Ozuna's spot, to be honest.
Fuck Ozuna.
Yeah, he's just passionate. Like Don, I like him. He's a Pittsburgh guy, so hopefully they can just build off of this. They have great pitching. The rotation is just god awful. I like Soto as a closer now, but I'll probably be eating those words.
Fine.
And
the
rotation's
fine.
fine. It's the bullpen's terrible. Soto's look fine. It'll probably come back to haunt me in mid-May. But I can't. When you root for the Pirates, you don't really have any expectations. You kind of just like hope for a winning season. Mm-hmm. So let's just hope for 84 wins.
Hey, 84 would be fucking nice. That's the over.
I know.
But before
can we talk about the umpire?
Huh? Okay.
Hit the ad read, and then I want to talk about this stupid umpire from the other night.
They got it.
Oh, this game's over.
So we're going to talk about our boys at Pins and Aces real quick. If you're showing up to the course looking like a complete disaster, we got to fix that. That's where Pins and Aces comes in. We're talking about premium golf gear, polos with 4-way stretch, SPF 45+, and and even a built-in sunglasses holder. Their head covers, hand-stitched, absolute heat. This is the kind of gear that makes you look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't, which most of us don't. Plus, free U.S. shipping over $70, same-day shipping, and a free ball marker on $50 plus orders. Go to pinsandaces.com, use code DOLLARBET for 21% off. Look good, feel good, cash bets, and hopefully you can hit it down the fairway, unlike us.
I almost did today. I was at the driving range. I did actually really good.
So, all right, tell the stupid ump.
CB Buckner.
Caminero.
I turned the game off.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
No, I turned the game off. CB Buckner, this fucking guy. Did you see? Did you see? I had to watch that. I had to watch that replay like 4 times where like he called the guy like out. I'm like, what? I'm like, in what world? In what world is this guy out?
It's not even close.
I couldn't believe it. And then the next day, gets hit right in the face with a pitch. I'm like, karma.
It's got to be karma, bro. Like, it's so bad. I mean, it's finally
next
time.
Day.
It's finally time to get these umpires that have been horrendous. And it's not a knock on like the umpires that actually legitimately do a good job. Like, let's be honest, 95% of the calls that you're getting right out of all the pitches in a game, it's really good. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But these guys, the ones, the CB Buckners and Angel Hernandez's of the world, like horrible umps. Like, you can't be that bad. You just really can't. And then you're gonna get mad about like the ABS or challenges because of that shit. Like, come on, dude. You can't get mad at that.
I don't want to hear anybody complaining about ABS after watching what that guy called the other day. Like, and then he was behind the plate. I'm like, oh my God. And then he got hit in the face. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe that's just, hey, better. Yeah. Your vision's going to be fine. I'm talking about here.
You see what I got? You know what you got. Like right here. But disgrace. It's just, I mean, I don't mind the ABS. I really don't. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. If anything, it helps more our bets than anything else.
It's honestly cool though too, because I got the show and it like works in the show too. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't played a fucking video game in 3 months, so it's like I don't know what it is anymore, and I refuse to get the MLB The Show game because apparently it's been like ass.
Oh, bro, it's the same thing every from like 2021 to now. The show, anything. Like Road to the Show, is still the same. You might as well just. It's literally just they just added new rosters.
Yeah, and then you can go through college. Like, oh yay, 300 colleges that I don't really, not that I don't mind it because it is cool, but at the end of the day, I'm like, come on.
It's not even 300 colleges. They only give you like
15.
I think they only give you like 20. I think they only give you like 20 to pick from, and it's like they're all like big baseball, like Cal State Fullerton and like LSU, Stanford, all those. But all the big ones. It doesn't even matter.
No, and it's just the game's always been good. The game itself. But now that it's kind of getting stagnant, like it's people are
the best baseball game was the one that we played at Nick's house. What was it, MLB 2K11?
I mean, that was before the show took off, but yes.
Yeah, but like MLB 2K, that game, yeah.
Oh, I miss MVP baseball so much.
Oh, all those games back then were just so much better.
Yeah. Now you have to, when you when you swing the bat, you have to flip your controller around, do a dance, hit 3 buttons, and then go. It's whatever.
Just put Savannah Bananas in the team.
So, but in regards to like around the league itself, I could honestly say that a lot of the stuff that I talked about in the preview has kind of marinated almost not exactly because there's still bumps and bruises, but it's kind of going to what I kind of expected. Detroit, good team, but struggling off the rip, but not maybe as good as it was last year. The Guardians may just be the default winner. The Royals are average as shit, and I don't think they're going to be any more average than that.
Bro, that whole division's just average. Like when you look at it, they're all like bad. 3 losses. They're all 3 losses. Bad. It's the Yankee Invitational. Just get ready.
Yep.
But yeah, the Astros are hot.
Yeah, Astros are hot. A's got off to a slow start. Their pitching is kind of being, although they haven't scored, and that's pretty shocking compared to like Kurtz and even Langoliers, who's had like 6 home runs in the first week. So
yeah.
Mariners off to a slow start. 3 and 4, kind of where the Mets are. But like it's early in the year when the Marlins are winning the division, so it's like
5-2. Should have taken the bet. Should have taken the bet. First team with 10 wins.
Milwaukee's doing their usual. They scored so many runs. 45 runs scored. Jeez.
Yeah, well, didn't they play the Nationals like the first? Didn't they play the Nationals their first series? Like, the Dodgers just put up 13 against them today.
Who the Brewers playing?
Or did they play the? Did they play the Diamondbacks? I can't.
They played Tampa. They played Tampa. I know they played Tampa.
They play the Royals now.
Yeah, I think they rained out tonight. Yeah, they are. They've played the White Sox in Tampa.
Yeah, I would be 5-1 too.
Yeah, well, 45 runs is crazy. That's a lot in runs.
Well, the White Sox are awful.
Yeah, true that. But
they have a very favorable schedule, though. The Brewers
off the rip.
That's a team right now where if you want to do like, I don't know if they have it, but like best record in April, take a look at the Brewers because their next upcoming series they're against the Royals, the Red Sox, the Nationals, Blue Jays, Marlins, Tigers, Pirates, Diamondbacks. So if they do have anything that's like team to finish with the best record or have the best record by the end of April, I think they did have those. We'll just take a flyer on the Brewers.
Okay, I'll take a look at those. The NL Central, everybody else is like 4-3. Cubs off to a slow start. Their pitching has been bad.
Cubs, yeah, but their offense can keep them in games. The Centrals for both leagues, they're just mediocre at best. If the Brewers can actually stay with this momentum, they'll run away with it, which is kind of crazy because at the beginning of this whole show, I did say that I didn't like the Brewers at all. So,
I mean, I think the Cubs are going to be there. Dude, there's going to be like a 4-week stretch or 3-week stretch where if you don't bet the Cubs to win, you're losing money. They're going to go on at one point, they're going to go on fire with that offense to the point where they just start cranking home. It's probably when the weather gets warmer, too. So
just roll it over. Oh, yeah.
Just keep rolling it over. Just keep rolling it over.
Just roll over money line. One of these teams are going to win 20 games or something like that in a row.
San Diego off to a slow start. Their hitting has been non-existent. There's been a couple games against like Detroit and I forgot who they played before that, but that they just haven't hit. Even today, they didn't hit against Boston. Boston's also off to a slow start. Their offense has not been the same, and their pitching has been pretty bad.
Can we talk about that? Boston's like they got to do something, man. Like they traded away. Well, they got rid of their top prospect in return for Devers, who's now I think with the Dodgers? Not Timms. Am I saying his name wrong? Didn't they get like a top prospect in that deal for Devers, and then they flipped that top prospect?
No, they didn't get any like big time end prospects in them. They literally got rid of Devers, just the contract, because they didn't want to deal with him anymore. So it was like the haul was not good or like very below average. They may have gotten a top prospect, I guess, in that deal. I completely forgot who it was, but it was nobody to the point where you're like, oh wow, I can't believe I let this guy go. But the Bregman thing is going to hurt them more than I think we kind of let on in the offseason.
Probably.
And unless one of these young kids got to step up. And I think they also got like a William Contreras because they needed somebody with that veteran presence like Bregman. And it's kind of not showing. But they did start cold last year, I think, early on. And then they, started to hit towards the middle of the year. And they have Garrett Crochet. So in a 7-game series, you're going to pitch him twice. So you're not up 2-0 already, but you have a much better chance of being up 2-0 than you do being tied or down, 0-2. So as long as you have that, and if they can get another pitcher along to go with him, and Suarez is decent, Sonny Gray is decent, but you kind of need a bigger body back there. James Thibs, that's who it was. They flipped into the Dodgers. Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, now I think this guy, thank you, Juan. Now this guy, I guess, to the Dodgers, this guy's going like nuclear. And they're in the like minor league system.
It's fucking the Dodgers. They're starting to become the Yankees of the 90s and the 80s,
it's Magic Johnson
in the 80s. Yeah.
Well, Magic Johnson using his
did you see what Diaz? Did you see what Diaz said that like the players actually have like their own plane compared to like their scouts and their support staff? Because the support staff, like not each individual player, but the players in total, have their own plane because, or like jet going to road games and shit like that. Because usually the team all flies together, whether it be coaches, support staff, anything, all one plane. They have 2 planes. They have one for the support staff and the coaches. They have one for the players.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So much more leg room, so much more comfortable, so everything.
No wonder why they're always so relaxed.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They just come in, do business, and then go home. There's nothing that phases them. Nothing.
Bro, they were losing 3-0, and then they ended up winning 13-6. Like
3-0 in the first inning, and they were plus 175 or 180, whatever the hell they were. And I was just like, I probably should put this on the cord, but I'm scared this might not hit. And then I made the bet, but I didn't put it in the cord. And then next thing you know, Ohtani hit a 3-run homer, and then it was 5-3 after that. Mookie hit a 2-run homer. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I fucked up. So case in point, when the Dodgers are plus money at any given time,
just take them. Just take
especially
it. Whatever it is.
In the second inning. Especially in the second inning.
Yeah, that's crazy. How were they plus money to the Nationals in the second inning? Like that's
so it was the bottom of the second.
I don't know.
And I remember looking, and I was like, who's pitching for them? I was like, it must be like a bullpen game or some shit. Like that's the only reason why it could be plus 175. And I know they were down 3-0. I was just like,
oh my god,
why are they plus 175? Like what the fuck? So I was like, I'll take them. Shit, I'm not gonna not fucking take them here. It's crazy.
Tristan Gray just hit a grand slam.
Oh, that game was fucking disaster.
That game,
it's 10-3. Oh my god.
Fucking, they were winning 3-0, and now it's 10-3.
Yeah, that was a bad.
Damn, bro.
That was a bad fucking.
That was a bad beat.
10 or 10:30.
I'm trying 10:15, 10:20.
So 10:30. Got it.
I love how. Can we just talk about this? I love how the Mets are on like 10:30. The Mets are on, but when the Yankees are out there playing the Giants, it's 9:40.
It's 9:25. It's 9:30. It's 9:40. Mets, put them as late because nobody wants to watch them. So put them on as late as possible. Not this disaster I've been watching. So, I mean, that's kind of the update with baseball so far. Sorry, I'm reading something. Before we get going, I'm going to talk to you guys about Aspire Energy. Give me 2 seconds. Let me ask you something. Why are you still drinking energy drinks that make you feel like your heart's about to explode? Switch to Aspire Energy. This is a clean energy, 80 milligrams of natural caffeine from green tea, zero sugar, 0 calories, and packed with vitamins, biotin, and more. By the way, you put a word in here. I have no idea what the hell it was, so I'm not even going to try to say it. Guarana. Anyway, no jitters, no crash, just smooth focus. They call it unextreme energy, and it actually works. Perfect for long betting nights or early mornings when you need to lock in. Go to AspireDrinks.com. Use code DollarBets for 20% off. Clean energy, no crash. Hopefully you don't punch the wall when the Mets start blowing ass. So let's ride.
It's Guarana. So.
Yeah, Guarana. Thank you. There's no shot I was able to make. Fuck say that word. I'm looking at like guano.
Guantanamo Bay.
Over the bay. So obviously with baseball, we got a little bit of a good weekend coming, and then obviously the national championship on Monday. But this weekend, I'll let you kind of take a little control here. I'm on Arizona and Illinois to win those games.
We're on the right side on one of them. We're on complete opposite side for the other one.
It's got to be Illinois.
I am on heavy Illinois.
Okay.
I'm on heavy Illinois. I'm on the money line. I'm on them spread. I'm on UConn's team total under 69.5. I'm on the total under. And then I'm on Illinois winning margin 3-6. It's at plus 425. I just think they both played each other at the beginning of the year in November, and UConn beat them by like 14. Granted, it was in November. I think right now Illinois is one of those teams where they could run you off the court, or they could play your style and ball and slow it down and whatever. The only thing that scares me is that UConn right now just seems like they're like that team of destiny where Hurley, he's literally lost one game, and it was to Florida last year by 2 points. And besides that, he hasn't lost a tournament game in 4 years. So, but I'm on Illinois. I've been on Illinois since February, so I can't get off them now. What do you like in that game?
I'm with you. I think Illinois does take it. What I think I might do is do a first half, second half bet where it's UConn in the first half, Illinois in the second.
Yeah, we'll probably be watching that game together, but
yeah,
that game is. I don't know.
I can't wait for both of the games. I really can't. They're amazing.
This Final Four is probably one of the most exciting Final Fours in like recent memory. Like we don't have that weird NC State team. We don't have that weird San Diego State team. They're all really 4 good teams. And then like the Arizona Michigan game, that's a national championship in itself.
Dude, at 9:00 at night on a Saturday night, you get the national championship game, like you just said.
Yeah,
twice.
You get 2.
One on Monday.
You get 2.
You get 2 of them. And the game's going to be fucking awesome. And I cannot wait to watch it. It's been one of the most, like, I agree with you what you're saying. One of the better games I've wanted to watch for college basketball in a couple years. I think the last one was probably the Nova UNC championship game from years ago.
Jenkins.
Yeah, but Jenkins, yeah. Hey, Andre, go blue, screw you, go Zona. Was it Bearcats? What is this, like this? Or like RAR, or I don't know what the fuck they do. What it was? Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You never seen those videos where the girls are like, my name is Haley something. I'm going to Arizona. Bear down. And then the guy's like making fun of them in the background.
Yeah, that video is great. I wonder if I can find that. Hold on. Wait, keep talking about the game. I want to find it. I want to show.
All right. Into this Arizona Michigan game though. I know you're on Arizona. I was on Michigan. I was off Michigan. Now I'm back on Michigan. I'm on Michigan to cover. I'm on the first half over 74.5. I'm on Michigan's team total over 79.5. And I'm on the over in the game. And then I'm also taking the Michigan winning margin 3-6 at plus 450. I think this game is just going to be so competitive back and forth. But I think Michigan does have the edge. Michigan's defense is number 1 in the nation. They do a great job on protecting the paint. And I know that's where Michigan usually Arizona usually tries to dominate. So if Arizona can start making shots outside, Michigan has the potential to start hitting threes too. The only thing for Michigan is that guy Mata. He's a liability. That big guy. I don't know. I've watched a couple games. That guy's a doofy guy. He's a liability. But I am heavily on Michigan. So if my picks are right, we're going to be getting a Big Ten national championship game.
Sweet. I think I found it. Hold on. You might see us for like 2 seconds. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?
Yes, this guy. Oh. I wonder if there's one for Arizona. Oh my God. You know who we should get to do that? We should get Nick to do that.
All right, shut up, Madison. Oh my God. Those videos is so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
One of the best things I've ever seen. Honestly.
Oh man.
But
I still watch that. I still watch that video that was at the sports book with Derek with the Santa Clara, Kentucky game. Yeah. I'm gonna bring Bro, I watched that video all the time. I couldn't hear anything when you were playing that video before. I
don't know if anybody else.
I couldn't hear it, but I could just watch the guy.
Yeah, probably everybody else didn't hear it, but
you probably heard it. But I was dying hysterically because I knew exactly what the hell the guy was saying.
Yeah, she's screaming in my ear the whole time. My name's Madison. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay, here it is. I don't know why I wouldn't fucking play this out. Hold on. Also share audio. Yeah. Oh, maybe if I did that. Let me know if you can hear this.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's loud as hell.
Oh, shit! Holy shit! Fuck yeah! Oh my God! What the fuck?
The what the fuck at the end.
Context behind that was my brother-in-law who doesn't watch sports at all, but we brought him to the sports book in AC, and it was one of the most electric games from that day. And he just, out of the blue, was like, you know what, I'm just going to record. And you hear one of our friends in the background, let's go for 3, and the guy hits it, and then we all start going. You don't hear that, Nick, at the beginning of that video?
I hear it, but I want to hear it again. Yeah, I want to hear it again because that's awesome. I completely forgot about that. Hold on.
Oh, at the beginning, Nick, let's go for 3.
Let's go for 3.
What's perfect is that he did that, and he made that shot in the same position that Jamal Crawford hit the 3 when Gus Johnson said it.
The Jamal Crawford thing from this day will always.
Oh, I still don't understand why, they don't allow Gus Johnson to do any more March Madness games. It's like, who did he piss off?
It's crazy. This guy's amazing.
This guy's electric. Guy is electric, but yet again,
he's older now. But maybe that's the reason. But
still, are you kidding me? I gotta sit here.
If I'm hearing Dickie V or whoever the fuck it
is. Yeah, baby, yeah. I gotta listen to that guy.
Don't get me wrong, but it was just all right. Well, if I can't hear Gus Johnson, onions. If I can't hear fucking Gus Johnson say "get away from the cop speed," then I don't want anything else.
Yeah, and they took him off of NFL games too. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I mean, he does college games, but
He does, yeah.
Those
I
aren't-
usually
those
watch
aren't
those on
electric.
the college football those Saturdays. It's a lot of Ohio State games too.
Well, there's it's big noon.
Yeah, I know.
So he does the big noon game. So it's either
Mhm.
Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, whoever's playing at noon at that time.
But I know you were talking about Michigan before. I don't know. I just been on Arizona since the beginning of the year, just because I think they've just been the better. It's just I know their whole like they choke in the Final Four, all that shit, or the Elite Eight and everything. It just seems like the team's different. This
My
year.
take is that I feel like everybody and their mother is on UConn and Arizona, so I'm just going to go Illinois and Michigan.
It's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
So-
UConn's getting a lot of love, which is why that line is the way that it is.
Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of people say like, "Oh, this line should be flipped. It should be UConn favored and whatever." And in my head, I'm like, "Please make it UConn favored," because
Yeah.
there's no way that they should be favored over Illinois. I'm sorry. Like,
Honestly, I might just wait for the first bucket by UConn, and hopefully they get the first one, and then just take Illinois live at plus money.
because here's the thing, and what people, and I don't like doing it because it's Duke fans, but they're right on this sense. UConn is getting so much love because they beat Duke. Granted, they wouldn't even be in this position right now if Duke didn't crap down their pants. Like, if Duke just handled Duke business, Duke would be favored against Illinois by like what, 5.5?
Yeah, I mean, if UConn would, well, if Duke wins, yeah, Duke is probably favored by probably 5.5, 6 points.
They're definitely favored.
Yeah,
So if you're taking a team that did a 20-point comeback and making them almost a pick 'em against Illinois, it just doesn't seem. It just almost seems like a rat line. It's almost like they want you to take UConn, but
Mhm.
Illinois is going to blow them out of the water. The Michigan Arizona game, I don't see anything rat about that line. I think that game should be a pick 'em all way. Like, they're the top two teams. They've been the top two teams all year. They're amazing. That Illinois UConn game just screams rat line. Like, they just want you to
Yeah.
take the cheese with UConn because they just beat Duke. They came back from 20. Dan Hurley's undefeated or ungodly in the tournament for the past 4 years. I don't know. Illinois has those. I don't know. Illinois is just a good team. I've been watching them all year. Like, I don't know. I really like Illinois.
no, I mean, I'm with you on it because I feel kind of the same way. Duke easily should have won that game. Then they ended up just blowing it the last 7 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And it's brutal because it's not brutal because it actually gives us Illinois at a decent number because of the UConn love. But
Oh, I know.
I'm not gonna lie, if Illinois versus Duke, I'm taking the 6.5 of Illinois, if that was the case.
Yeah.
But they probably lose the game to Duke because they probably
They
don't
will.
match up well with them. But
Nothing
right
do.
now,
It-
Illinois just
Illinois
looks
can
like
match
that
up with
line.
any team. Illinois can match up with any team. They have like really good players. Wagler's really good. He's a lottery pick. Peja Stojakovic, his son is on the team. He could hit threes like nobody's business. They have a lot of big guys. Like, they're a really, really good team. They just played very inconsistently going into the tournament. That's why they lost, I think, to Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament, and people didn't really get to see Illinois' potential. You got casuals
Yeah.
watching those tournaments, and they're like, "Oh, Illinois is not good. They lost to Wisconsin,
Yeah.
and Wisconsin lost to High Point."
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Why
but if
is this team going to win that? Yeah, I agree.
Yes, but if you were watching them all year, like I was, they
Mm-hmm.
are a very, very good team. They're a hard out. They're just,
Yeah.
Well,
when we
think
went
they
over
can
the
run.
bracket,
yeah.
When you
I
were
had
going
Illinois
over
in the
bracket,
Final Four.
Exactly, we talked about it. We were just
I
like,
had Illinois.
they had a good draw, and if they had to play Florida was going to be the toughest matchup, and
Yeah,
they ended up not having to play them. And I mean, Iowa gave them a little run, but Illinois was just a better team.
and they killed. And what did I say about Houston? They killed Houston. Why?
Yeah.
Because Houston couldn't score.
I hated Houston from the beginning of the year.
Houston can't score. Like, they just
No.
can't. So if you have a
When
team,
they're down by 15, it's over.
they're done. If
Yeah.
you're not Colorado or North Dakota State, you're winning.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
So, I mean, you're on them too. I'm on the opposite side for Arizona. I'm just gonna ride with what I've been doing for the whole year, and hopefully
it should be a great
Oh.
game. I don't.
You can't say anything better about it. Like
You take Arizona, that's great. I take Michigan, that's great. It's just I don't know. I'm rooting for points, and more points. So
well, I could honestly say I probably think that whoever wins the Michigan Arizona wins the national championship. So
most likely,
yeah, even though we have some Illinois tickets that we could potentially win, we might hedge a little bit. See how because let's put it this way: if Arizona, Michigan, whoever wins that, they're going to obviously be favored over Illinois. If Illinois I want Illinois to kill UConn just so that the line is not ridiculously big against against Michigan or Arizona. Because if they just beat UConn, the line's probably going to be like 4.5, 5. Where if they beat the crap out of UConn, that line's going to be 2.5, 3.
yeah.
And I'm obviously a lot easier taking the 2.5, 3 compared to the 5.5, 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost one of those where, you would want less points than more points?
Well, if I'm taking Arizona or Michigan,
Yeah.
Obviously one of them playing Illinois.
Oh, you're talking about the hedge. I got you. I got you.
Hedge. Yeah,
I got you. I misunderstood.
And I'm just talking about it in general too,
talking.
because I'm talking about it in general too, because like when Arizona or Michigan plays Illinois, depending on how that game goes against UConn, is how that line's going to be set. Because if that game with UConn's close the whole game and they win by 2 or 3, the line against Michigan or Arizona is going to be 5.5, 6. Compared to if Illinois beats the shit out of UConn, then we're going, 2.5, 3, probably against Arizona or Michigan. More so, probably Arizona.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Mainly because Arizona's an underdog right now, even though it's a pick 'em. So that's where I think I'm going to lean. Before I don't think I have really that much else about the games. I don't know about you, but I'd like that halftime, full time, the UConn halftime, Illinois full time bet. So I'm gonna put that in the Discord tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know what is that actually. I want to see.
What, the UConn? If you were to do that right now, UConn money line first half.
Well, UConn, it's the half thing. So UConn to win the first half, and then Illinois to win the second half. So let me see if I can find it so I know exactly. Halftime, full time. That's what it's called. So UConn first half, Illinois second half, plus 500.
Now, but here's the thing: is that second half? Is that meaning Illinois has to just win the game, or Illinois has to outscore UConn?
Well, based off the bet, either way, it's going to happen. So if it's UConn, Illinois, right? UConn first half, Illinois full time. Even if they win the game, they're still outscoring them no matter what. Because if UConn wins the first half, Illinois has to score more points than them in the second half to win the game.
But what if they score more points and it goes into overtime?
Well, it's full time. It's the full time, the game.
Full game. The whole game.
It's full time.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like
second half.
If it's like 42-35 UConn, and then the second half it's 42-35 Illinois, and then we go into overtime, do you not get that?
Yeah. So this is halftime, full time. So it's basically UConn wins the first half, and then Illinois wins the game.
I almost like Illinois' first half team total. It's at 32.5.
That's it?
You're telling me I got to get 16 by the 10-minute mark?
Yeah, I might take that. Holy shit!
That's a late ad for everybody. Illinois team total first half over 32.5. That's a late ad.
I'm an idiot.
The first half is only 64.5. I might take the first half too.
If UConn's hitting their threes, that's easy going over.
Illinois is a 3-point shooting team. It's 64.5. I might just take the over.
that 23? So it's at 23s.
Yeah, right. I'm on that. I got to write that down because I have everything all written down because I'm probably
Yeah,
going
just
to take it.
screenshotted it. I'm taking it. Yeah, first live bet of the day. You heard it here. Okay. That's
All
awesome.
right. I got to make sure I get all these in by tonight. And make sure you're following the Discord too because we do put our plays in the Discord. It's attached in our bio and on YouTube. That's where we give out all of our plays. And then if you want, go check us out in the DK Socials, DraftKings. That's where we have all of our plays too. Get notifications when we put all of our plays out.
But if
yeah,
anybody
I
needs an
really
invite to the group itself, please let me know. I'll actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the general chat right now so that everybody has it.
yeah. Because sometimes the link goes.
Yeah, it goes cuckoo gaga, whatever the fuck it is. Okay,
Really hate how Illinois first half is minus 135. Like, come on.
you see the spread, right?
It's a half, and it's minus 125. So wouldn't you rather just yeah, wouldn't you rather just take the half spread?
I mean, yeah, because you're betting them to win the money.
Blake,
yeah,
that's a good
100%.
call by Blake too. I did read about this because that they were reading into unders, because they are playing in a football stadium. Sometimes these games,
the air conditioner doesn't work.
Yeah, right. Air conditioner. Yeah. Oh my God.
The Billy Walker game.
Billy Walker game. For those of you that don't know, 2010 Miami Heat Knicks, Billy Walker. Go look it up. You'll know why.
Dude.
Dude.
Do you remember just watching that game? He hit 6 threes in the first half. We're like, it's the fucking air conditioning.
It was insane. It was insane. That was the craziest game I think we've ever watched. It was me, you, and Gabe in your room and like the old house.
Oh God.
Not even the room where you had the door to yourself to go outside. You were like in the house. So you walked in.
We were at Gabe's house.
No. You walked in. There was the kitchen. There was a living room. Then you go to the left. There was your room right there where you had the door.
Yeah.
But your old room where you make the right, you go down the hallway and then you bang that first right into your room. We watched that game in that room.
Where the window was literally like on the deck, which is hilarious.
Yes. You were like, I'm going to jump out the deck.
Yeah, I'm going to jump out the window and go nowhere.
But
right,
I'm on that. And then we might have late plays too.
Yeah.
We're going to be tomorrow probably for these games anyway. Just our schedule, the way that it goes up with doing our fitting tomorrow.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to have a show. We're not going to have a show Monday because of the national championship game. And plus I also have work softball too, because now we're getting that year and I have to figure out if my legs still work. Probably not. Probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. More likely Wednesday, if that's cool with you. We'll recap the championship game and then we'll talk about baseball and then maybe some NFL draft news. Getting close to it.
Let me keep you updated about Tuesday because Monday I got to go take Monday and Tuesday I got oblos. I'll talk to you that off the air.
Yeah.
But if anything, if not Tuesday, definitely.
We'll discuss
Wednesday,
and we'll
talk.
And we lost him. He really wanted to leave, guys. That's crazy. Well, Kev, was nice knowing you, bud. I think Brittany killed him, honestly. So, well, all right. Well, if he gets back, I don't know if he's going to get back in time. If not, then we'll let you guys know when our next show is going to be. I do, however, have some things I want to talk about with real quick before we go. There's been a little bit of a discussion about potentially doing a show every day for baseball that I'm going to be hosting. Basically, it's going to be a show that's at midnight. a show that's at midnight, or here it comes. A show that's at midnight or early in the morning.
No Nextel. No, listen. No Nextel Wi-Fi. I hit my desk and my camera flew, and I'm like, oh my god.
Edge goes. It's
No
not even
Nextel
Tuesday
Wi-Fi.
yet.
Nope.
Oh shit! I was just like, guys.
No Nextel Wi-Fi. I knocked my camera off my table.
I was like, guys, he left us. I think Brittany killed him. but
If you see my life insurance policy get cashed, that's why.
So I was basically telling him that we'll let him know what the show is next week. But I've also said that I'm potentially going to do a show every day for baseball, basically going over the next day games. I haven't decided when it's going to be fully yet, when it's going to start, or the time yet, whether it be at midnight or early the next morning. So if it's at midnight, you guys get some lines. If you guys are up, if not, you can listen to it on the drive into work the next morning. Or if I do it early in the morning, you guys are getting ready, you guys can hear it, while you get ready, shower, all that shit. And I can break down each of the games the next day. It'll be mostly for like bigger slates. If there's a slate where there's 4 or 5 games, I may not bother. But like 10 plus games, I'm definitely gonna pop into there. But we haven't kind of figured that out yet. I might just let more data pile up first, and then we're gonna start doing it. That way we can go off some real hard hitting stuff.
Yep. And then I would like to do a show on Wednesday just because next week coming up is the Masters. And I want to give out bets and picks for that. It's probably one of my favorite sporting events of the whole year. I love the Masters. I'm going to be giving out picks for that, like top finishes. I know that they do on DraftKings. I think they do on FanDuel too. They do like top finish boosts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. And then, that's really it.
Yeah. So we have a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. It's, even so with college basketball now wrapping up, we have a
Future
big show
projects
next week, obviously. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to hit. And then before you know, it's going to be middle of summer. And then we're going to be talking about football, which I know really what we're looking forward to. Because
bread and butter.
If you know me and Kevin, this is where we made our money. So
that's where the big money comes in.
Yep, as you guys have seen already in the beginning of the year.
And I've hit back-to-back years. I have hit 2 10K ladders. So
yes,
let's try to go back to back to back.
Yep, can't wait for that. I might try to do a 10K ladder for baseball for the next couple months, see how that goes once I get more data. And let's keep rocking, brother.
Yeah, man.
Actually, before I even go, 20,000 subscribers, 20 motherfucking K subscribers. Thank you to everybody.
Buddy.
Like, share, subscribe with everyone you know. Because
tell your
you
friends.
Guys have been tell your friends. Because of you guys, this has been just absolutely amazing, and we cannot wait to keep going. We just the next site is 50K. I don't even care about 30. I don't care about 40. I want 50. And
it's 50. It's 50.
Yep.
Then it's 100.
50, then 100.
I want
then
that
500.
Plaque. That's what I want.
I want the damn plaque. I want copies of the plaque. I'll take half the plaque. I don't give a shit. I want the plaque.
I want the plaque.
Cut it in half. Get a saw.
We want the plaque.
I want the plaque. So, thank you, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe with everybody that you know. Thank you to everybody who joined us today. We cannot wait to keep continuing doing shows every week. We love you. Thank you, brother man Kev. I will talk to you off the air, and we will talk to you guys next week.
All right, man. See ya.
Peace.